We have the Marten, which we're going to be checking out next, and also the Porcupine, right? Good old everyone's favorite Porcupine. It's also going to be getting the treatment with the doodle artwork, if I can speak right, Miguel, right? English.exe, stop working. Artwork, pronounce the words, artwork. We got the same Velcro pouch here with the little Vosteed logo in orange, the leather little logo in the front as well, and bada bing, bada boom. All right, here's the Marten. Now the Marten is going for something a little bit different, and I do like this, right? So whereas the black is the background here with the lines in white, this one's going with a white background and the lines are black. So that allows you to do like the satin finish and, you know, like steel liners and things like that, regular gray hardware. Of course, you're going to get the button operated liner lock, right? One of everyone's favorite locking mechanism these days. Absolutely superior to a plunge lock button lock. But yeah, you can see the contrast here. I also like the little green here on the thumb studs, a little pop of color on that. We got Vosteed's standard pocket clip, also reversible on the other side. Right, a little bit of Vosteed going on there in the center. And then again, we have you know, a variety of different monsters, if you would. I want to say, is the print the same? I mean, I'm going to put them side by side here. We take a closer look. So looks like we got the logo, right? This is the same guy up there. This is the same crown monster here. Yeah, it looks to be basically the same print with the Vosteed lettering in the middle, and then all the other surrounding little characters are going to be basically in the same position so far, but obviously with a different background and color combo. So, oh, bam, there is the Marten, and there's a bigger Marten, I think the $3.99, but this is the OG Marten, right? The OG size. It was like a medium knife. It came with aluminum scales when it first got released. It absolutely took off as one of Vosteed's best EDC knives of all times because of the fact that you get a really good, capable blade, amazing ergos. I mean, the ergos on this thing are going to be really, really good. You have a good finger choke to forward choke on that absolutely gets the work done, and you have a beautiful drop point blade. This particular one has 154 cm. I want to say the original ones also had 154 cm since it had the aluminum scales. But yeah, you got a flat grind, very, very slicey. And with the button operated liner lock, I mean, this is kind of like Spider Ghost compression lock, but much more easier to use with a button. The button even has a little bit of micro milling on it as well. And it just works really nice on ball bearings. Very, very smooth. Vosteed is one of a few companies that are really experimenting with the button operated liner lock, and they are doing a killer job at it. Reverse flick all day, thumb deployment is good, and you can use the button to deploy also. So you're looking at least 3 different deployment methods. A little bit of jimping here on the blade, which is great for your thumb. Get some good grip, good control of the blade. Good belly there for some tabletop cutting or even some good slicing. This one's going to obviously excel in that department. We have some milling on the inside for weight reduction, and we have an aluminum, if you're from across the pond, backspacer there with the same grain as the thumb studs. So that is a nice little pop of color there, since of course the accent on the little doodle monsters is the green color. So that actually works out pretty good. And so far, I mean, they are actually making a statement here. They're saying that this is not a new knife, because it isn't, right? These models have already been released, but it's more of an attitude, right? It's more of like you're just throwing some art at knives. Believe it or not, some people think knives got to be tools. It must be serious. You can't take them as a joke. Some people think that way, but we can agree to disagree. I mean, knives can also be a piece of art. They can, express your taste, right? They can obviously be something you like and enjoy to look at. You're going to be the one looking at your knife on a daily basis, so obviously you're going to choose something that really speaks to you. They're looking to inject some playful character and some creative expression into everyday carry. So I think they're onto something. I absolutely think they are absolutely cooking over at Vosteed, no doubt about it. And this is something new, something different. I do love it when companies try out new stuff just to see how it would do and what people will like and stuff like that. So this is absolutely appreciated. They're calling it pocket-sized street art, which again, I think is pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, you guys let me know in the comments your thoughts on that. But I mean, as far as something unique and interesting and limited run, this is definitely something that years down the line, where we're going to look back and say, hey, you remember when Vosteed did those street art little doodle knives? I mean, those are probably going to be collector pieces at some point in the future. Mark my words, we are in February 2026. A couple years from now, right, these are probably going to be some really cool collector's pieces, depending on how limited the run is, or if Vosteed does this again or expands it to other models and things like that.